This video demonstrates the time activities sync from Acumatica into employee pay statements in Inova Payroll. The time activities integration can be customized to run on a set schedule so that your activities sync into payroll after you get them entered week to week. Or it can be triggered manually if you prefer. In this example, I have an employee on the screen that has entered hours across a given week. There's time allocated to regular and overtime earnings. When we run the sync, this usually will take around a minute depending on how many employees you have, or with one employee in this case, just takes a few seconds. On the Inova Payroll side, we can refresh our pay statements, and you'll see a pay statement has been created for this employee. If we open up the pay statement detail, we can see that those overtime and regular earnings have been added to the employee's pay statement. If they've done any job costing in Acumatica, with time associated with projects or labor items or other job costing components, those can be brought over as well and populated on the pay statement so that they'll be reflected in the journal entry that is created after payroll is run. This video demonstrates the job costing for cost center sync between Acumatica and Inova Payroll. In this example, we will use cost codes, but you can also sync project tasks, non-stock items, and other job costing components between systems. In Acumatica, we will add an additional cost code for drainage and save the change. And the integration runs. That new category of cost code will be added in Inova Payroll's system. We refresh the list. We'll see we now have the drainage item added to our list of available cost codes in Inova Payroll. The Inova Payroll integration with Acumatica will sync journal transactions into Acumatica after a payroll is run. This video is a quick demonstration of how that process works. Inside Inova, I will finalize the test payroll, indicating the payroll is ready to be processed and journal transactions can be transmitted. When we toggle over to Acumatica, we can refresh the journal transactions page to see that no journal transactions are currently populated. When the integration runs, journal transactions will sync in about 10 seconds. We can now refresh the page and see that our journal transaction has populated with details. The Acumatica API allows for several different parameters and the journal transaction detail, so you can customize how your journal transactions are brought over. This video demonstrates the employee demographic sync from Inova Payroll into Acumatica. In this example, we have an employee on the right side of the screen in the Inova system that has just been created. And you can see on the left side of the screen that this employee does not exist in Acumatica yet. When the integration runs, it detects a new employee. The employee is brought over with their basic demographic data within a matter of seconds. So when we refresh the screen in Acumatica, we'll now be able to see that employee. The employee syncs into Acumatica with their status, employee ID, branch, department, class, labor item, name, email address, date of birth, and phone numbers, all included in the sync. After running the sync, we realized there was a typo in the employee's name that needs to be corrected. In Inova Payroll, the employee's name can be updated and saved. And after the sync runs again, we are able to refresh the page and see that the employee's name has been updated accordingly.
My name is David Figas. I serve as the CFO for the Green Garden Group. We are a landscaping and grounds management company with approximately 400 employees, and we service the north and west suburbs of the Chicagoland area. Some of our branches have been in business for over 40 years. Our services include landscape design, maintenance, enhancements, and seasonal enhancements for both residential and commercial clients. We've been an Inova client for approximately 2.5 years. We initially heard about Inova through our Acumatica implementation team, who suggested Inova due to their strong integrations and service reputation. Before the transition to Inova, we were managing payroll and HR through ADP, Gusto, and some manual processes and spreadsheets. It required a lot of back and forth data entry and manual reconciliation. We were dealing with some duplicate entry, limited reporting, some system errors, and lack of integration between payroll and our operational and finance platforms. This created inefficiencies in HR and the accounting teams. We've obviously since streamlined the entire process and put all of our various branches onto one platform, which has been instrumental in our reporting. We were happy to see that this helped provide an increased ability for us to be a bit more transparent on both ends. The connection between Inova and Acumatica has significantly improved our general ledger reporting and our direct labor visibility. We're now able to break down hours and units by project, by job, and all that has proven big dividends for our operations guys and allowed them the ability to get more detailed on what projects we want to keep and what projects we may need some additional billing on. We've seen significant time savings, fewer payroll errors, more accurate job costing, better reporting and visibility, and faster month-end close times. The team feels more confident with the data, and we've reduced the risk of discrepancies across the platform, and overall just provided more transparency to everyone, from management to account managers and PMs, to help them be more effective leaders. While the exact numbers vary a bit, we estimate that we've cut 30 to 40% off of the administrative time we formerly used and spent entering data. We've also been able to accelerate our close process. Our experience with Innova's service and support has been exceptional. Their team responsiveness, knowledge, proactive ways, and the most important to me was ability to always jump on a call and just talk through anything that we were having an issue with. When we have questions or need guidance, they're always there to help us. Inova stands out because of its service model, really, for me, deep integration capabilities and its ability to kind of help service our industry and work with our teams and understand what our business processes are, where some of our pain points might be, and how we can best work together to get those issues resolved timely. We appreciate how collaborative and supportive Inova has been throughout our onboarding and continued use. The integrations have made a real impact for our business, and we feel confident knowing we have a partner who understands our industry and is committed to helping us operate more efficiently as we continue to grow and add on additional platforms.